so sandy. I just went to the garden, and you know what they say about Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas, even the basil.
That is awesome. Oh, it smells so good.
I know.
It smells so, that's gonna go fantastic with the herb baked caprese stacks. And this is such a fun, fresh, out of the garden recipe. It's gonna be so much fun. Melty cheese, we got a little.
Ooh, speaking of cheese, I'll get that for you.
Oh, thank you, yeah. We're gonna use these vine ripened tomatoes. And the thing about these that I love so much to use in this is because they're so much fresher and they have like a more bold flavor than like a beef steak, which is big. And you could totally use them if that's what you have, but I'm a big fan of these. So you're just gonna take a very small amount, because you just don't want them to tip over.
Right.
You want them to hold their space. And this, look how beautiful that is for presentation.
Waste it.
You can't waste the presentation. So we're just gonna take the top off and set that to the side. So see, we got a beautiful little stack there.
Aww.
And then we're gonna go in and slice 3 little slices straight through the center. 1,
You have a
2
nice
to make
sharp
3.
knife.
So I do have a nice sharp knife for tomatoes. And if you don't have a really sharp knife, but you have a bread knife, the bread knife works really well cutting tomatoes. It'll cut the skin really well if you don't have too sharp a knife. So we're gonna just put it in this awesome little iron skillet. You don't have to spray this because it's a non-stick iron skillet. It's perfect. But if you are using like a 9x13 or casserole pan, you probably want to spray it down just so these don't stick.
Sounds good.
All right, bottom. I need some cheese. Do you mind cutting me up some?
Yes, I'm sorry.
All right, awesome.
I'm a bad helper.
How dare you? Oh, look.
I know. This is my favorite.
Now, while you do that, I'm actually gonna salt and pepper the tomato, because it just, you wanna take every opportunity you have to kind of season what you're working with, and that's a really good opportunity right there. Now, we're gonna do breadcrumbs in here, and you made the breadcrumbs for us, right?
Yeah, and for the breadcrumbs, I just took some day-old bread because you don't want to waste it.
Nope.
And then I just pulsed it in, food processor, put it in the oven, bake it off. And then you just put it back in and add your favorite, herbs, anything that would complement this. So we use our basil, we use some thyme and some garlic powder. It's gonna be delicious.
Take the flavors all the way through. That's great. Yeah. And add a little bit of butter to it. You're just gonna have a couple of tablespoons of butter. So you get a little crunch along with your kind of soft cheese that's gonna melt a little bit, and it's a really nice crunch softness factor.
This would make a perfect appetizer too. I mean, there's no reason if you're cooking for a crowd, you just couldn't use a regular casserole dish, spray the bottom and just fill it up with as many tomatoes as you'd want.
Seriously, you can, this is a very scalable, easy to do recipe for large or small. So now it just goes in the oven, and it's gonna be in there, like I said, for about 8 to 10 minutes.
At 425?
At 425, yes, very good.
Okay.
High heat for a very short amount of time will get us the results that we're looking for. Look at that.
I know. I kind of hate to take the little top off. It's so cute.
It's like a little piece of art. I don't want to eat it, period. But I'm going to.
I know. I'm over it. Oh my goodness,
look.
Sandy.
You see, it's just a little less tough than it was. A fresh tomato has a little bit of a bite. This takes a little bit off of it, along with that, melted mozzarella and that fresh basil.
And there's something nice about having the cheese so warm and melty. Oh my goodness.
This is a perfect side. You could do this as a main entree if you did a little bit bigger tomato with a bigger slice of mozzarella. You can also do these smaller and use it as a side for a barbecue. It would be so cute. This is definitely going into our repertoire.
Subscribe to Hungry and feed your food obsession.